We're going to look at therapeutic exercises for the neck muscles now, and specifically the deep neck flexors. The key principles are the selection and the specificity of our exercises. Early rehabilitation is really important, and for that rehabilitation to be pain-free. So let's consider incorporating the following elements into a program of neck rehabilitation exercises. We want to target and activate the deep cervical muscles with low load, specific exercises. We want to retrain the endurance capacity of the deep neck flexor muscles. And we really want to retrain the patterns of movement, and that particularly referencing the superficial neck muscles. Sternocleidomastoid is a real culprit in getting overactive and over-involved. We really want to re-educate these muscles in posture and functional tasks. And finally, address strength and endurance for functional requirements. So let's take a look now how to isolate the deep neck flexors in our home programs. This can be challenging for our clients to get their head around. These muscles lie deep inside of us, and we're not always aware of deep muscles in particular. So let's start to think, first of all, about the movement. The movement that we're looking for is craniocervical flexion. That is, nodding the chin towards the chest. And so as the client is nodding the chin towards the chest, the back of the head would be sliding up along the head support. So it can be quite nice to put a glossy magazine underneath the head to allow it to slide. And again, therefore, reducing friction. So as you nod the chin towards the chest, we can come to palpate the superficial muscles, the muscles that are most inclined to compensate for deep neck flexor weakness. So I'm palpating the sternocleidomastoid, and I'm going to invite the client to gently nod the chin towards the chest and then go as far as you can, that's it, without lifting the head, of course, and then come back to the neutral position. So in the neutral position, we're in a line, the earlobe stacked straight above the trapezius. For some people with a head-forward posture, when we come to lie them down, they might be exhibiting this sort of arrangement. So it's really important that we support the head to bring the head into neutral. And with the head in neutral, again, nodding the chin towards the chest, we can think about that full range of motion as 100%. So 100% of the range is all the way in just before the head starts to want to lift. And then release and bring your eyes more or less back to the vertical. So if we think of that as 100%, around 80% of the range is when we would expect sternocleidomastoid to kick into play. So we're going to stop short of that, and in order to focus on the deep neck flexors themselves. So when you're ready, if you nod the chin towards the chest, and I'm going to be here to notice what's happening in those muscles, nod the chin towards the chest, and then stop at that point, because that's when I'm feeling them kick in. Just back off slightly, hold it there. So we're holding the position, and in the absence of the sternocleidomastoid being switched on, then we know that the deep neck flexor muscles are active, holding the head in this craniocervical flexion. We can hold for somewhere in the region of 10 seconds, and then release, relax, and repeat. So we really want our clients to get the idea of what it feels like for them to do this movement without overactivity in the sternocleidomastoid. So we could invite them to palpate their own tissues if they felt comfortable with that. You might just place one hand onto the neck and try and rest the arm as much as you can so that they can get an idea of what's happening in their own bodies. And then they're more likely to do these exercises correctly. So you want to nod the chin towards the chest as far as you can and stop just before those muscles start to work. And if you feel them working, just back off slightly, hold for 10 seconds, and then relax. And we would repeat this for around 10, that's a lot of tens, 10-second holds, and do this regularly throughout the day if we possibly could.